Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice. This week's Divinely Guided Rune reading, we have a huge new moon, the Virgo season starting, a whole bunch of other aspects. So please check out that description box down below for all your astrological information. Now let's get into this week's Divinely Guided Rune reading. Greetings, Virgo, and welcome to your Divinely Guided Rune reading. First and foremost, I would love to say happy solar return / happy birthday, happy new moon, happy all of that this week here for you. If you're celebrating your birthday this week, happy solar return to you, Virgo. Let's jump right on in and get your energetic rune for the past. You have clarity, metamorphosis, transmutation, like the Temperance card in tarot. This is the chrysalis, like the butterfly emerging from the chrysalis, the cocoon, or the hourglass tipped on its side with the infinite clarity. You have gone through a transmutation here in your energetic recent past where you recognize things will never be the same again, and you are changing, whether you recognize it or not. And this is like a transmutation from night into day, like true alchemy. So you've been probably addressing things, growing things in a very healthy, very life-changing sort of way, or at least been challenged with aspects of this recently. Please take what resonates, Virgo, and leave what doesn't. Let me know in the comments below also how this resonates here for you. In your energetic now, very healed ego kind of aspects. This is like Ingwaz, the god Ing's rune. This is divine masculine healing. That planting that seed into the fertile soil that is coming from the place of knowing that that seed will grow and bear fruit rather than guessing, responding rather than reacting. With this clarity, we get to not guess. When you have clarity, you get to respond. When you don't have clarity, you're just guessing, and that's not a very secure place for the ego or the divine masculine. So it could be dealing with aspects of that, either still healing like that, or you could be in that aspect of that being grounded and healed, centered, kind of stoic place right now. So this is in your energetic near future. Berkana is nurturing and growing that seed that you're planting right now. This is like the Empress energy in tarot. This is like judgment energy in tarot, like the calling forward of that seed that's planted in the fertile soil, knowing that it is time to rise, stand in your power, and you get to nurture that in your near future. Berkana is tied with the divine feminine. This is a good point to make here as well. We all have aspects of the divine masculine and the divine feminine in all of us. This could also be B for your birthday. All right, take what resonates, please. Leave what doesn't. But with this clarity and this understanding, this secured ego aspect, you get to build, you get to nurture, you get to have that familial style type of nurturing about your aspects of yourself. Your psyche, your spirit, your emotional well-being, your balance, your centeredness. Let's look at your energetic now. Energetic now, influence. Okay, this is your energetic now. This is the influence of that. Theresos is action. Now, Theresos is that thorough action. It's like the thorn or giant hill, or a lot of people interpret it as Thor's hammer, like Mjolnir, the lightning quick strike, that hammer strike. That's always just, and it's always true, and it can build, it can destroy, or it can protect. With this clarity, you are moving with swift action with your divine masculine, but in a very grounded sense, in a divinely guided sense. The rune, whenever the lines go straight down or straight up from the rune, that's straight up is divine connection, and straight down is very grounded. So this is tethered, and it's in that kind of a place, like it's in the center of the divine masculine there, knowing that you are acting in this energy, This is kind of contingent, I want to say, on your ego, how your ego is on what you're going to end up doing with this build, destroy, or protect. And just know that you need to check in with this and this before you do this. I know this is your influence right now, but let's check out what your advice is for right now. What's the advice for Virgo? Yeah, remain in flow. All right. Now, this is kind of like the Chariot. This is Radho. This is also very grounded energy. But notice how one leg is always moving forward, staying in step with divine, surrendering to the flow. This is calling you to surrender to the flow of life, right? Just go with the flow. You don't have to make a decisive, forceful action. This could be your swift decision to protect the seed, right? Protect that fertile soil. And this is indicative of a change of house, spouse, or career. Beautiful new beginnings on your horizon with that carrying that clarity here too. So this could be a decisive action to protect yourself and get the heck out of there. So when surrendering to divine flow, that means that you are discordant with stagnant energies. Now, that could mean like a bad relationship or a bad job or a bad environment, wherever you're feeling that discordant energy, right? And saying that's not in line with what my values are, that my stoic energy and my ego balance says, and my clarity says, and my divine connection and action, grounded flow says, I need to begin new things, right? I'm not saying quit your job. I'm not saying leave your partner, but I'm saying that this is calling you to surrender to divine flow and be ready for what this is. This could be a literal travel for you, like a vacation, where you get to have that nurturing, moving on to a vacation even. Just let me know in the comments below how this is all resonating here for you. And also, take what resonates, please, and leave what doesn't. I'm not telling you to quit your job, okay? Let's look and see what the moon for your total outcome is here for the beginning of your solar return season. Divine downloads, communication. This is Ansus, the antenna rune, which is more like the still divine connection there and grounded energy. This is like that divine feminine's rune, Lagus, but it's doubled up with that downloads kind of aspect in that understanding, the intuition, your claircognizance, clairsentience, all those clairs could be working good. You could have premonition dreams, really easy meditations, a lot of insights, aha moments, a lot of people reaching out to communicate with you, divine trying to communicate with you. This is a reminder that divine's always trying to communicate with us, so look for signs as well, like palindrome numbers, spirit animals, colors, music, things like that. This is also calling you to challenge yourself, like what energies are you surrounding yourself with? Are they healthy? Remember that you become the most like the 5 energies that you surround yourself with. So that means music, movies, food, all that, friends, everything. Okay? So you get to nurture a lot of these downloads. Okay, so you remain in flow by staying in communication with divine. Divine's always trying to communicate with you, and you're going to stay in step by having this. And I think you're going to get there from your divine masculine healing aspects. But right now, you're just called to be in the now. Don't think and worry and stress about the past, the future. Just know, have faith. Just be in the knowing, in the now, that you know how to nurture here in the future. You know how to build. You know how to begin, right? You're leaving that stuff behind and make this new solar return, this new year, this birthday season for you like this birthday. You're nurturing. Make this your nurturing season, your birthday season, your nurturing season, right? Make this be your reaffirmation, confirmation, whatever it is to yourself recommitment to your divine masculine, to surrender to divine flow. Be open to that communication, because you have some beautiful stuff waiting for you in the new beginnings in your birthday season, in this next year. I know it's been a rough year this last year, but you have a lot of tremendous healing that you've been confronted with, and you have a lot new beginnings that are on their way to you very soon. But you are to remain divinely guided and in divine communication. But your outcome for this, you're going to have probably enhanced, increased abilities, intuition, and just better communication with divine source. And that is that's like a win-win for me. Better communication with your divine source. That's, heck yeah. Come take a closer walk with me, or however that song goes. These are the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. Messages straight from source, straight from spirit, directly to your spirit, directly to your soul. Divine, please show us clearly, what does Virgo need to hear for the beginning of their solar return? This beautiful new moon energy too. Powerful new moon. The beginning of eclipse season. 0 degrees for this new moon. Oh my goodness. Powerful stuff. You want that card. Okay. Thank you, Divine. All right, let's read about this card. Humor. Yeah, use some humor like I was just using. A little bit of levity goes a long way. I don't know why I keep picking on that rather than showing you the card. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Yeah, we don't need to be so serious about this whole stoic energy and grounded, rigid ego stuff. Like surrendering to flow and being able to look at things with like a glass half full kind of stuff. Being open to that nurturing in the future. I mean, yeah, the humor will help things along a lot. So let's read about this card. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Now, Virgo, there are definitely parts of life that require your serious attention, but you have to learn to have fun. Don't neglect things that bring you joy or make you laugh. Virgo, besides the health benefits to your physical body, your emotional and mental bodies reap huge rewards from the art of joy. Seek out people who make you feel good about being alive. Avoid cynicism and pessimism. Always look at your cup as being half full instead of half empty. The endless chatter of this physical dimension can seep into your subconscious mind and your conscious mind. So do your best to listen to happy music, read soul-enriching fiction. Remember the 5 energies that you surround yourself with, right? Read soul-enriching fiction and be wary of movie or TV shows that can darken your mood. Happy people attract happy people. And happy birthday, Virgo. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant solar return week.